So Jake and Carl are in this kind of a locker room, break room combination. And they're sitting at a table. They're cops. And Ralph is over at one of the lockers, and he is kicking it, he is hitting it, he is cursing it. Must be his locker. It's got Ralph written across the top there. And Jake says to Carl, "Did you hear? Ralph failed one of those Stone Cold MELTON truth tests. Was working with an impersonator and telling lies about the one and only in room 433 every night until I'm designing imagery at your place. All you hot blondes out there. Use the icebreaker." Anyway, he had one of those truth tests and he failed it. And Carl says, "So they're going to replace him?" No, they already have. And Carl looks over at Ralph getting madder and madder and says, "No, he looks just like Ralph." He said, "No, they've replaced him." Jake takes out his laptop, opens it up, and says, "This guy looks just like him too. Except he's missing a few parts of his fingers." And as Carl watches that Ralph that used to be in the shoes in a very painful place, Jake goes over to the locker where Ralph has gotten out a hammer and is pounding on that locker, and he said, "Are you having trouble with your locker?" And Ralph says, "Well, yeah, the damn thing won't open." And Jake says, "Oh yeah, when it doesn't have a lock on it, all you gotta do is just pick this little handle up and it opens right up." You got a lot of folks in the unseen business, the streets. When it comes to stand-ins, doubles, whatever you want to call them, they can make them look just like them, but they can often, not know a thing they're supposed to know. And it can be the other way around. They can know everything they're supposed to know, and be a half foot shorter, half foot taller, 100 pounds heavier. Meanwhile, back with Carl watching the original Ralph, Louie, teenager, comes running in the room, runs up to Carl, and says, "Dad, I need $100 for band camp." And Carl says, I'm not your dad. That's your dad, Ralph, right over there." And as Louie goes over to Ralph, and Jake walks back to the table, Carl says, "They replaced the whole family, didn't they?" And Jake says, "Oh yeah, they're sending messages left and right. The one and only Stone Cold MELTON has work to do. You get in the way, they're going to make a huge example of you."